Hey everybody, it's Anthony Morrison, and welcome to this week's edition of the Success Connection. So if it's your first time here, congratulations. Welcome to anthonymorrison.com. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. You guys know what we're doing this week is continuing on with going through my first book, The Hidden Millionaire. It's got 12 principles to basically uncovering the entrepreneur in you, and we're going through each one of them. I'm giving you kind of my take on the book and on what's, really what I wrote about. And then we're going over each of these principles, and when I'm finished, we're going to give away $1,000. The only way you can win is if you join me every single week right here on the Success Connection and participate in the discussion. Leave me comments below, share this on Facebook and Twitter, and then, of course, when I'm finished going through all these principles, and I'm on chapter 9 out of 12 now, then obviously you'll have a chance to win the $1,000. So hopefully that's a good enough ethical bribe to keep you coming back and keep you engaged. Now, on chapter 9, this is all about trusting my instincts, right? Really important. That's actually the principle that we discuss in here is just trusting your instincts. And it's really important because, look, I tell you, so many times in my life, people have told me, I can't do this. It's not going to work. It won't happen. When I started to make money online, my dad, he said, don't do it. Focus on school. You're going to medical school. I don't care if we lose everything that we have. I don't care if we are on the streets. I want you in medical school because that's what I want you to do, because that's what you need to do, and I don't want to deal with this internet stuff. I want you. And then, of course, when I sent him the first $100,000 check, to be honest with you, he actually was still angry that I was not in medical school. But after he got a couple, 2, 3, 4 of them, he realized, wow, right? I made a mistake. I should have encouraged my son, not discouraged him from going after what he felt he could achieve, right? And that's where it just comes in trusting your instincts. That was the first time in my life when I started my first internet business, which was the one that I, made the money that kept my family in their home with. It was the first time in my life that I actually went against what my dad said. Up until that point, if my dad said do it, I did it, right? I was just raised to respect my parents and respect their decisions and their wishes and their thoughts. And I was going to be a doctor because my dad wanted me to be a doctor. And I was in a private school because he thought that's where I should be. And I just always respected, he was so successful, and I just always respected his opinions. And so I went with him. And for the very first time in my life, I trusted my instincts, and I went with my instincts instead of with, what he wanted me to do. And it turned out to be the best decision, I've ever made. I've been massively successful. I made a ton of money that first year, which kept my family in their home and has kind of projected me into, I guess, being here with you right now on a blog, on a website that millions of people, view. So it was one of those kind of defining moments for me, and that's why I wrote about it in this book. Was just trusting my instincts. And there's so many other times I can tell you between then and now where people have told me you can't do this. There's no way that you're going to be able to do a TV show and sell a book. Most of the time that doesn't work. Most people can't sell a book because. And I looked at it and I thought, you know what? I can do this because I believe in what I'm teaching. I believe in my message. My story is real. And I'm not sitting on television talking about little cash machines flying out of the screen and you're going to make $1 billion, and if you buy 10 of them, you'll make 10 billion and all that junk. I'm just being real, right? I'm just being me. I'm just telling my story. And it works, and what I teach works, and what I do actually does work. And I believe that I can make it work. And you know what? I had the most successful television show for 3 years running. And sold a lot of books, have a lot of you here because you purchased my book. Have a ton of people that have been inspired, educated, and gone on to reach goals that they never thought they would even achieve because of my book, because of my message, because of what I taught. And all of that was achieved because I trusted my instincts. And so I encourage all of you to trust your instincts. If you feel like you want to go with CPV advertising over Facebook advertising, even though I might be doing blogs on Facebook, if your gut is telling you CPV advertising or Google advertising or Yahoo, or if it's Facebook or Twitter or Pinterest or whatever it is, go with your gut. Be educated. Make educated decisions, but go with your gut. Trust your instincts because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be right about what's right for you. I'm only here to provide you with an education, with the platform to learn. But once you're educated, you make the decision on what you want to do. You make the decision on which path you take because you know you better than I do. And you know what you're going to be successful with. So my goal here this week is to teach you and tell you, trust your instincts. Don't let anybody else tell you not to do it. Don't let anybody else tell you how stupid it is and how silly it is and how you need to quit focusing on this and you need to go do other things. Trust your instincts. If your instincts say you can be successful with this, I guarantee you we're here to give you the education and the right platform to do so. And I'm going to be here every single week motivating you, inspiring you, and educating you so that you can reach your goals. So I want to thank you for being here this week to watch this chapter or this section of the weekly blog, and I look forward to seeing you right here next week on the Success Connection.